being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Cougars and the Sacramento Miners. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And right away, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wright's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You got it. You got it.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 15 line. 51. Strong left. Back.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man there, that's Bellamy. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100 on 2nd down. It's right.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Allen to throw it. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Allen. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
31's the mic. I got one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. To the air, Allen. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
Allen's pass complete to number 13. Touchdown, Chicago. Jason Sanders for the extra
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Allen now to throw again. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down.
Allen now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen throwing again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jay Sternberger in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Ready? 18.
On 3rd down. Right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into... The end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down and inches. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Go. 8-3. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Get it.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
18 Gators.
It's a pickup of 4. Brings up second and
Play action. Now it's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Now Allen. That is caught inside the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
Here's Allen. Complete to right. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And him, Chicago. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's second and 8. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
70, Indy.
We are back now in Sacramento. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Four down.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Ready. 50, play.
It's our time. It's our time.
Back down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's right. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on play. Second and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Single.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
I'm coming, baby.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Looking to throw. Tatum. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Tatum. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Tatum. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 2nd down now. It's right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Brings up second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
So this crowd will not